All right, welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, tonight's training is all about how to easily create an automated six-figure per year business without a big budget. So, my promise to you is in the next, 45 to 60 minutes, you're going to learn the exact strategy that's currently making me $17,865 per day. And then I recently talked to a small beta group of 50 people who you will meet some shortly, and that you can scale to a six-figure per year income in as little as 60 days. Now, I do need to make an earnings disclaimer. You're not going to make $17,659 per day this week or even this month. But we've had members in our beta group make anywhere from $532 all the way up to $24,598 in the first 60 days. You'll actually see an exact example of how you could scale this to $5 million a year within 12 months with over an 80,000% return on investment. Yes, that is 80,000. And yes, Mary, this is a live presentation. We are live. Okay. So my goal is for you to leave here with a clear plan on the steps you need to take to create a sustainable six-figure per year business. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to hook you up with a special bonus. It's called a six-figure front-end product. It's got a $1,997 value, and the reason I chose that value is because it's a product that I'm going to release in a few months, and I'm going to charge $2,000 for it, and it'll be more than well worth it. And it's a product that shows you how I've built a six-figure per year business from selling one product. It's going to be very powerful. I'm going to give you access to it just for staying on to the end. I'm also going to do something for one lucky attendee who stays until the end. One person will be getting $1,000 cash just for staying till the end of this training. This is sort of my ethical bribe, if you will, to really make sure that you're engaged in this process. Let me explain. Because how you win this $1,000 is by participating. So GoToWebinar, who I use for this webinar, gives me what's called an interest level on all of you. Essentially, it's spying on your computer and kind of scary, big brotherish, but it is what it is. It's pretty helpful to me because I can see if people are actually paying attention to me. And so whoever has the highest interest level, which means whoever's not, looking on Facebook or, doing something else online, but is focused on this presentation, whoever has the highest interest level is going to win the $1,000 cash. I'm rewarding you for being super engaged. Now, who would like to earn an extra $1,000 just for learning on this event? All right, I see lots of yeses in the chat box now. Okay, awesome. The question I get a lot is, will this be recorded? Now, the truth is the plan is to record this, but sometimes webinars do not properly record, so there is a risk of no recording. Plus, if you don't stay on until the end, you miss out on your opportunity to win the $1,000 cash prize. Now, make sure you put away all the distractions for the next 45 minutes to an hour. We're talking about your phone, your Facebook, your YouTube, maybe your wife if you have to, whatever it takes. Make sure you put away all your distractions. So what makes this different, what I'm about to show you? Well, let's talk about that. The truth is making money online is simple, but most gurus have given you an incomplete puzzle. Now, why is that? Why that is the biggest flaw of what you've most likely learned is that it requires the ability to, quote unquote, drive traffic and convert that traffic into sales. The question is, has anyone ever actually shown you how to properly do that? And I'm going to guess that you haven't been taught the proper way unless you've been hanging out with me for a while. But I'm going to tonight, which makes this event so freaking awesome. So who's ready to learn it? I want you to get ready, take lots of notes. I see a lot of people in the chat box now, which is awesome. So who am I? Now, I know a lot of you know me and my backstory, but some of you don't, and I'm going to blow through this real quick just so you know, I'm a real person. I'm just an average guy, figured out some things, and I want to share it with you. So that is me and my beautiful girlfriend in Napa Valley. She loves her wine, and she makes me go there a couple times a year. maybe once a year to re-up on her wine collection. So that's us there. She's a great girl, awesome. She's one of the reasons why I work so hard. So my story, though, is I'm a former bartender, right? I bartended for almost a decade in out of high school, through college, post college. Made about $40,000 a year, was okay. And then I decided that I was going to start this whole online business thing. So what I did is, in what was this? This would have been 2008. The fall of 2008, I started picking up a lot of bartending shifts, and I said I'm going to work a bunch. I'm going to save up 3 months worth of income, and I'm going to give myself 90 days to figure out this whole, you know, make money online thing. So I quit the bartending and I tried to build an online business for 90 days and I failed miserably and I ended up being broke. It was the first time in my adult life that I ever had to ask my parents for money for groceries. And it was really rock bottom for me personally because I always prided myself on being self-sufficient. So I was lucky enough, though, that I had a best friend whose father owned an advertising firm. So he actually brought me into his office. I remember, I'll never forget, I had tears running down my face because I was so upset about being so broke. And he said, look, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'll hire you. We'll figure it out. And so I went on to do this job for about 2 years and got my salary up to $60,000 a year. So it was a great job and had a lot of liberties. It was awesome. But there was still something missing. I don't know. I just felt like I was making somebody else rich and I didn't feel like I was in control of my life. Maybe you guys can relate to that. And so what I would do is I'd go to the office from 9 till 5 p.m. I'd go home and I'd take a nap from about 5:30 to 7:30 at night. And then I'd wake up and I'd go back to the office around 8 o'clock and I would work from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., buying new products, trying new things. And I didn't make money for 2 years. So fast forward to August of 2010, I went from making $0 to making $1.5 million in August of 2010 alone. And there was a lot of things that happened that culminated to that point. But the point was that I failed miserably for 2 years. I didn't give up. I didn't really have a mentor until I met someone who I'm going to introduce to you in just a little bit. And that's where I am. So I've gone on to do over $52 million in online sales since 2010. I don't say that to impress you, but just to let you know that the next 30 to 45 minutes, you are listening to someone that is out in the trenches doing this and has figured out a thing or two. So, over the last 5 or 6 years, I've done a lot of things right, but I've also done a lot of things wrong. After teaching this for 5+ years, I've figured out a few things. Most people complicate the process and make something that's simple hard. Okay. There's also, most people spend way too much money trying to make money online and on all the wrong things. And we'll talk about shiny object syndrome here in a little bit. And we've all suffered from it. I still catch myself sometimes doing it, but now I realize where I need to invest my money in my business. Also, most people think it's going to take years to succeed. Took me a couple years, but it doesn't have to if you follow a good plan. Now, I bet one of these probably describes you right now. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I see lots of yeses on that. Absolutely. Don't beat yourself up about it. We're going to work on that on this event. So for the past few years, I've been experimenting with different ways I can create six-figure success stories, which, by the way, my goal for 2016, if you're not aware, is to help at least 100 people create a sustainable six-figure per year business. And I really would love for you to be one of them. Now, it wasn't easy. It took a lot of testing and tweaking until I figured out what I believe is a foolproof approach where I could show anyone with a small budget and limited experience how to make $273.97 online each day and do this day in and day out. Now, you may be wondering, Tim, why $273.97? There's a specific reason. If you take that number, you multiply it by 365 days in a year, and you get $100,000 per year. Now, you may be thinking, well, why $100,000 per year? Well, when I ask people how much they want to make, it seems to always be around $100,000. I think it's because most people, unless you have an incredible life expense, can live very comfortably and free, most importantly, free at $100,000 a year. So I believe if someone follows what I teach during this event and then takes massive action, that they can be one of those 100 people that I'm going to take to that level. Now, what I'm going to share with you on this event, I discovered the hard way. But the cool thing is you get to cheat and get the easy way with what I'm about to show you. Now, the hard way is, most people spend all their time trying to get traffic when typically that's not even the problem. It's not that hard to get traffic. There's billions of people online. You just got to step in front of them. And if they do happen to get traffic, they beat their heads into the ground trying to convert them into sales when they're probably not naturally a good salesperson anyways. Then, like we talked about, most people spend months and years trying new shiny object after shiny object approach to making money. Now, does any of this sound familiar? And if it is, don't worry, we've all been there before. Now, who wants the easy way to make money online? See, yeses, 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 yeses. All right, cool. Now, I do want to make a disclaimer. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme or a home business opportunity. What I want to show you is a real business, a real business. What I care about is building you a business that will make you money in 2016 and 2017, 18, and beyond, and get bigger and bigger if you so choose to. So what is this whole 660 formula? It's a simple formula I've perfected to make six figures a year working 60 minutes per week. Now, it does take a little bit of setup, but later on, I'm going to show you how you can do this really easily. And more importantly, the 660 formula, my students are seeing life-changing results with it as well. Sounds too good to be true, right? I get it, and let's dive into it. I'm going to show it to you after I share with you first the three secrets. Secret number one, traditional affiliate marketing is dead. Secret number two is how to use OPM to build this business to six figures and see up to an 80,000% return, which I'm going to show you very shortly. Secret number three, you can spend less than 20 minutes per day running this business. Now, secret number one, traditional affiliate marketing is dead. Well, most people try to quote unquote get traffic to their affiliate link, right? They're getting traffic and they're trying to send it to somebody else's product and hopefully it converts and they make a sale. And that's really what most people do with affiliate marketing. But people have become a lot savvier now, and it's a lot harder to sell someone in the first transaction with someone. I spent over $52,000 in the first 2 years of my online career when I was working at the advertising agency, sending traffic straight to an affiliate link, and I failed miserably. Has anyone else ever had this issue? They spent money on traffic, went to the affiliate link, and it didn't convert, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, lots of yeses. And I feel your pain on that I wasted $52,000. But, we digress. So then I happened to have a chance meeting with a man who is now a mentor, and he taught me an incredibly powerful, simple thought process. He taught me that the fortune is in the follow-up. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that. He convinced me that unless you were building an email list of subscribers, that you don't have a real, sustainable online business. Now, this was never more clear to me than October 2015. And some of you may know this story, but I want to share it with the others because it showed me how important it was to actually have a list of subscribers. So not too long ago, in 2015, I started having a lot of business opportunities come to me. I started taking on more and more and more, and I started letting my health go. I wasn't sleeping very well, and my anxiety levels started going through the roof. And one day I came home from work. I laid down on my couch, and all of a sudden I just started feeling really dizzy. And I stood up, and my heart I swear I thought it was going to burst through my chest. I mean, it was going so fast and so hard, and it felt like the blood was like running out through my arms, like out of my arms. And I don't want to get into the gory detail here, but it was the scariest moment of my life. So I was rushed to the emergency room, and they hooked me up to the heart monitor, and the doctor walks in and he looks at it and then kind of gets wide eyes and looked at me, and I'm thinking, the first thing I said to him was, am I going to die? And he didn't answer. He just kind of looked at my girlfriend. And so, I didn't know what was going on there. So turns out that, you want your heart rate somewhere under 100, like 60 to 90 beats per minute. Well, mine was closer to 200 beats per minute. And it was the scariest thing I'd ever been through. It was also a blessing because it's made me change my life in a lot of ways. But one of the things the doctor said is that you are not allowed to work for the next 30 days. I want you to train yourself to work less. Well, immediately what I started thinking was, well, if I don't work, how am I going to make money? And then the light bulb went off in my head, is that I could still, for 5-10 minutes a day, send an email, a promotional email to my list of something valuable. And, some of them will buy and see the value in it, and I'll make some money. And so that's what I did for the next 30 days. And my income actually increased, which was crazy. And so it made me realize more than ever how important it is to have a subscriber list of raving fans that we're going to talk about in just a second. The problem is that most people think list building is so complicated. Most people have to do the following to set this up. Got to build a squeeze page. They got to create something to give away to the subscriber. They got to figure out how to drive traffic to their squeeze page. Or you can just do it the easy way. Now, let me show you a quick hack on how you could start building a list in under 10 minutes of work. So let me actually hop off this screen here. I'm going to pull this up, and I'm at a site called buzzsumo.com. So buzzsumo.com, and in BuzzSumo, you can just add in whatever topic you're looking for. Since my list is interested in internet marketing, I typed in internet marketing, and it shows you the different articles and sites that are being shared the most, which means these are the things that people are the most interested in, right? This has got 134,000 shares, 59,000, 56,000 shares. Found one last week that was really, really awesome. It's 300 awesome free internet resources you should know. This is actually a really cool article, and I'd suggest that you guys check that out after. So here's 300 awesome free internet resources you should know. Okay, so I didn't create this content, but I bet a lot of people would easily enter in their email address in exchange for these 300 awesome free internet resources. So what I can do is I can grab this link, and then for me personally, I use myleadpages.com. I can go over to my lead pages, and I can do opt-in conversion rate. Let's give it just a second. I can find one. I like this one right here. It's a good one. It's converted well for me. Just pull this up. Now, you can go into somewhere like Fiverr and get a squeeze page created for like $5, but I'm just kind of showing you the quick and dirty way I test something. So I might say 300 awesome free internet resources you should know. Free site giveaway. 3 awesome free resources every internet marketer should have, right? That's an example, okay? Right there, I say enter your email address to get this, and I might change that to, get this free site access. Might change this right here to give me access. Okay, now I've got a squeeze page. So what I can do is I can make it redirect when someone opts in to this article. I didn't have to create any content. I didn't have to come up with anything that clever. Someone else did that, but I'm still giving value, which, we'll get into that in just a minute. But really, it all comes down to being really cool to your tribe, giving way more than you ask for. And it doesn't mean that you have to always come up with all the new clever stuff. It's all about just sharing good information. So I could go over to a site like My Traffic Source, and I could just order, let's say, 500 clicks. I'd give them my squeeze page link. I'd pay for my clicks, and all of a sudden, now I could start building a list. And that literally took me, less than 5 minutes. And I show this to you because I want you to see that, building a list doesn't have to be this weird, complicated, hard thing. You could do it very, very quickly. And BuzzSumo's they have a paid version, but I just use the free version, and you can find something in your niche that you could just share as a giveaway in exchange to get their email address. Now, let me go ahead and minimize that for just a second and go back to the slides here. Now, secret number 2 is how to use OPM to build this business to 6 figures and see up to an 80,000% return. So the question is, what is OPM? And I know a lot of you people know what this is. It's other people's money. Now, the question is, how do we do that? And the answer is by simply reinvesting initial profits. But you may be wondering, but Tim, I have to profit first before I can reinvest them back into scaling. And that's what the 660 formula is for. Let me show you an example of how we scale with OPM. So let's say that you had a goal of making $5,000 per month. And let's say that the solution for us is to create a 5,000 person list, and we're like super cool to them. Now, I use the internet marketing rule of $1 per subscriber per month. Now, that's just an average. Some people make more, some people make less, but we're going to use it for this example. And let's say that I have a traffic budget of $500 per month. Once again, this is just an example. What I'm going to show you works for, if you have $50 a month, it doesn't matter. The example I'm going to use is $500 per month. But what's more important is if you're committed and consistent to this, how quickly this can grow to an insane level for you if you are committed. So let's talk about month 1. So let's say month 1, you buy $500 worth of traffic at $1 CPC, which is $1 cost per click, right? Because we're buying visitors to our squeeze page. So that's 500 clicks. Now, let's say you get 500 clicks to your squeeze page and 30% of them opt in for the free thing, right? That would be 150 new subscribers. So 150 new subscribers at $1 per month per subscriber. Your month 1 income is $150. Now, you spent 500, you created $150 a month income. It's not bad, but it's not great yet. Let's watch what happens when we're consistent with this. So month 2, we buy $650 worth of traffic, and now it's a 95-cent cost per click, because the more traffic you buy at one point, at any given point, you get a lower cost per click. So what we did is we took the $150 that we made from month 1 plus the $500 a month budget, and we bought $650 worth of traffic. So we got 685 clicks to your squeeze page, and the opt-in rate went up from 30 to 35%. Now, a question I get is, is it realistic for the opt-in rate to continue to increase? And my answer is yes, if you continue to split test your squeeze page, which I'm always doing. I'm literally looking at my split testing whiteboard that's across from my desk, and I have all my next split tests I'm going to run. If you're running split tests, split testing new headlines, new calls to action, new backgrounds, that you can increase the opt-in rate. So the opt-in rate in month 2 has gone from 30 to 35%. You get 240 new subscribers. That's $240 a month. Plus you have your 150 subscribers from month 1. That's $150 a month. So your month 2 income is now $390 a month. So, okay, at this point, through 2 months, you've spent $1,000 and you've created a $390 a month income. So it's getting better, but keep watching. So let's do month 3. You buy $890 worth of traffic because you just took the $390 that you made in month 2 plus your $500 budget, and you buy traffic at 90 cents cost per click because you're buying more traffic, so the cost per click is going down. So that's 990 clicks. So let's say you get 990 clicks to your squeeze page. Your opt-in rate goes from 35% to 40%. Now you have 396 new subscribers, which is $396 a month, plus the 240 subscribers from month 2, plus the 150 subscribers from month 1, and now your month 3 income is $786 a month. So through 3 months, you've spent $1,500 and you've created a $786 a month income. It's starting to look better for sure, but let's go on to month 4. This is when things get pretty exciting. So month 4, I buy $1,286 worth of traffic, which is the $786 from the month before, plus $500 budget at an 80-cent cost per click. That's 1,600 clicks. And let's say our opt-in rate goes from 40% to 45%. Now we have 720 new subscribers in month 4, plus 396 subscribers from month 3, plus 240 subscribers from month 2, plus 150 subscribers from month 1. So our month 4 income is now $1,506 a month. So think about it. At this point, through 4 months, we've invested $2,000 and we've created a $1,506 a month income. Now we're talking, but we are literally just getting started. Think about it through month 5. Same thing. We take our money, we reinvest plus the $500. We buy $2,006 worth of traffic at a 70-cent cost per click. That's 2,866 clicks. 2,866 clicks to our squeeze page. At this point, we've got a 50% opt-in rate, which is very doable after this amount of testing that we've done. Got 1,433 new subscribers in month 5, 720 subscribers from month 4, 396 subscribers from month 3, and 240 subscribers from month 2, 150 subscribers from month 1, and our month 5 income is now $2,939 a month. Now think about this. At this point, you've only invested $2,500 of your own money, and it's been over 5 months, and you've created a $2,929 per month residual income. So now you're making more per month than you've invested total. But let's do one more month for fun. I'm a numbers guy, and I just love doing these types of exercises. So month 6, we reinvest. We buy $3,439 worth of traffic at a 60-cent cost per click. We get 5,730 clicks to our squeeze page at a 55% opt-in rate. It goes up just a little bit. And now we have 3,152 new subscribers, 1,433 subscribers, 720 subscribers for month 4, 396 for month 3, 240 for month 2, 150 for month 1. And now after 6 months of investing $3,000 total, you now have a $6,091 a month income. Now, question I get is, at what point do I get to start spending some of my earnings? That's up to you, right? The longer you can delay that gratification, the faster this grows. But obviously at this point, if you wanted to take out some money, that's up to you. Now think about this. Like I said, at this point, you've only invested $3,000 of your own money over 6 months, and you've created a $6,091 per month residual income. So who is curious what this looks like after 12 months? All right, I see lots of yeses and hell yes. I'm glad you're enjoying this because this is about to get crazy. So instead of doing it one at a time, I'm just going to walk you through the months one after the other. So month 7, your income would be $12,683. Month 8, your income would be $25,833. Month 9, your income would be $52,283. Month 10, $105,083 per month. Month 11, $210,683 per month. And lastly, month 12, your income would be $421,833 per month. Now think about it. In this scenario, you would have created a $5 million per year business from an investment of $6,000. $500 per month into traffic times 12 months. That is an 83,333% return on your investment. Now, maybe you won't create a $5 million per year business, and heck, maybe you have no desire to. But what if you did 10% as well? That would be $42,188 per month. Not bad, right? Heck, what if you did 1% as well? That would still be $4,218 per month. My point is that nowhere else do I know an asset where you can get up to 83,333% return on your investment. And this is why in 2006, my only focus is on the 660 formula. My only marketing focus is on this formula. So let's talk about the last secret, secret 3. You can spend less than 20 minutes per day running this business once you've got it set up. So let me show you what a day working the 660 method looks like once you've got it up and running. So I spend less than 5 minutes checking BuzzSumo for a trending topic, right? So I keep my squeeze pages very current and something I know that people would be interested in. Then I usually spend about 15 minutes writing a quick email to my subscribers and, being myself, my authentic self, and just communicating with my tribe and letting them know what's going on in my life, whatever it might be, and continuing to give value to them. It takes about 15 minutes. And then my favorite part of the 20 minutes is, I get to check the money that I've made that day, which takes about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to show you something. And like I said, I don't show to impress you, but I really want to impress upon you how you could really scale this up. So this right here is a video I shot, and weekly wires I'm getting from implementing the 660 formula. This is for the last 90 days. It actually started with the bottom wire, which is just over $100,000 a week. But now you can see 90 days later, it's up to $232,000 a week from simply scaling like I showed you just now. That's the power of it. So all the money in that bank account is from using these 3 secrets. And like I said, I don't show you my bank account to impress you. I'm a pretty private person, but I want to make a point and rather impress upon you that this really works. Now, over the last 30 minutes or so, would you agree it's been time well spent so far? I see lots of yeses, which makes me very, very happy. Now, obviously, I can't cover everything in 30 minutes to an hour. So let me ask you a question. How would you like my help setting this up with you? And I love this image because the guy on the left, he's probably you. You're excited about putting it to work, but perhaps it's a bit tangled in your head. Whereas I've done this so many times now, it's tightly organized in my head. So I want to make you a special offer where you can get everything you need to be able to build a real sustainable 6-figure per year online business. So is it okay if I take just a minute to share this with you? Okay, yes. Awesome. Okay, so I want to introduce you to something called 28-Day Shortcut. A 28-Day Shortcut is my private program where I work with you over the next 28 days and ensure you have a list in less than a month. This shortcut will work in any niche you are in or want to be in. And if you don't even know what niche you want to be in, that's okay, because we will cover that during the 28 days. Now, let me share who the 28-day shortcut is for. It's for someone who has no online marketing experience and is starting from scratch. So if you are someone who's brand new to online business, or you're the type of person who's maybe bought a lot of products but never really taken action, then this is for you. If you've tried to build a list, but you haven't seen success yet, maybe you've put up a squeeze page, but you haven't got any traffic to it, this would be for you. And if you've started building a list but haven't turned it into a profitable business, maybe you even have subscribers, but you haven't figured out how to turn those subscribers into income by using a special formula for following up with the subscribers, you're going to learn that in the 28-day shortcut. Now, a painful truth of life is that old habits die hard. If I hopped off right now, most of you would say, wow, that was awesome, But the ugly truth is most of you wouldn't go do this right now. Most would fall back into their old habits and do whatever it is you're doing now. But my job as your friend and mentor is to not let that happen. I want to introduce you to Don, who was part of the initial group. And he said, Tim, your dedication to giving 10 times value makes you rare and amazing. By the way, in all the years of studying internet marketing, I've never found a better and more giving teacher than yourself, which means a ton to me and really is what motivates me. Now, I did get some emails before the webinar asking if this was the $10,000 high-level membership I'm launching soon. And the answer is no, it's not. But what you will learn from the shortcut program could be even more valuable than that membership. Now, let me share with you what you're getting. You're going to work side by side with me over the next 28 days to build your list, which is a $4,997 value. I don't have any other programs that give the same kind of access to me as the shortcut program. You're going to access to me personally via emails. It's a $1,997 value. You know, if you want to email me to check out your squeeze page or, check out the emails you've written, you can feel free to do that and just send me an email. You also get an invitation to the 4-week workshop. It's 7 total workshops. It's a $1,997 value. And you get lifetime access to the 28-day shortcut recordings, which is a $97 value. So the total package is worth $9,088. Now, what do these 7 live workshops cover? So each workshop is between 1 to 2 hours. And live workshop number 1 is setting your foundation. A wise man told me you never want to build a house on sand. So in workshop number 1, we're going to be setting the right foundation for you to be able to see success by the end of the 28 days. Even though this may not be the most exciting session, without it, success becomes much harder. Live workshop number 2 is choosing your primary offer. So it doesn't matter what niche you're in. I'm going to share with you the formula I use to find the first product or the primary offer that I promote to my subscriber list. Live workshop number 3 is all about creating a high converting squeeze page. I'm going to help you get your squeeze page live and ready to convert visitors into subscribers. Live workshop number 4 is choosing your secondary offers for ongoing profits. Now, these are all the products you promote after your primary offer. And I'm going to show you how to find these and the exact types of products that work best for you. I'm even going to share with you my exact promotion schedule I use that I will give you full permission to swipe. Live workshop number 5 is becoming an instant authority. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new. I'm going to show you the one thing you can do to create instant credibility and authority in your subscribers' eyes. Live workshop number 6 is communicating with your subscribers. Not only am I going to teach you how to write emails, but also I'm going to show you how to build follow-up pages, everything that has to do with communicating in the follow-up, the email swipes, the products, etc. And don't worry if you aren't a good writer, because technically I'm really not either, but I'm going to teach you a simple way to write emails. I actually spent $10,000 to spend 2 days in a mastermind to learn this one process, and I'm going to share all of it with you. Workshop number 7, not only are we going to talk about how to get traffic, I'm going to change your whole mindset on traffic. So now you'll be programmed to be able to scale to the 6-figure per year level and beyond. So it sounds amazing, right? I see a lot of yeses. Yep. Now I had 2 choices. The first option is I could make this expensive. I could make it like $10,000 or more, so I could devote my time and energy to a few serious people because I put a huge value on my time. The problem is with that is this would put this out of reach for most people, even if they really wanted to make this work. And I didn't think that was fair to those who were serious about this. The second option is that I could charge very little for it. Now, you might love that idea, but the problem with that is that when something is inexpensive, it has low perceived value, and most people will never take action with it. And my goal with this program is to help people who are serious about their success see massive results. Plus, since I'm going to be spending so much of my own personal time to ensure that you're set up for success, I couldn't make this super inexpensive. I typically charge $5,000 an hour for consulting, and that's even when I decide to do that. So I found the middle ground that I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But I want to real quick remind you about what you're going to get with this. You get to work side by side with me over the next 28 days to build your list. You get access to me personally via emails. You get invitation to the 4-week workshop, a total of 7 live workshops, and you get lifetime access to the 28-day shortcut recording. So if you can't make the live events, you can watch the replay at your own convenience, and you're going to have access to the replays for life. Now, that's not all. I want to hook you up with a special bonus. The bonus is a never-before-seen 8th workshop on how to triple your profits by doing one single thing. This is a $1,997 value. This is something I've been really perfecting lately, and I am so excited to teach you. I'm not only going to show you what this one thing is, but I'm going to walk you through exactly how I do it so you can just simply copy me if you want. But that isn't it. I'm going to hook you up with another bonus, but I'm going to limit this bonus to 20 people. This is my monetization mastery course. It's how to turn $1 into $6. It's like my magic ATM. It's a $1,997 value. This is a special advanced course that you're going to get access to in the middle of the 28 days. I'm going to teach you a skill you can use for life in any online business inside this course. I'm going to show you an exact process I use to invest $1 into traffic and get $6 back. Like I said, it's like my own personal ATM. But since this is so powerful, I have to keep this bonus limited to the first 20 people who join during this event. So let me recap what you're getting now. You get to work side by side with me over the next 28 days to build your list. You get access to me personally via emails. You get invitation to the 4-week workshop. You get lifetime access to the 28-day shortcut recordings. You get the bonus number 1, which is the secret 8th workshop, where I'm going to show you how to triple your profits by doing one thing. And you've got bonus number 2, which is the monetization mastery course. I'll show you how I turn $1 into $6. So the total value is now $13,082. But I'm not going to charge you $13,000. But if I was to, would it be worth it? I mean, think about it. If all this did was finally have you see online success, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you the kick in the butt to finally get you moving, would it be worth it? If all this did was create even just a $2,000 a month income, would it be worth it? Of course it would. I mean, what's one list worth to you? One list, maybe $25,000, maybe $50,000, maybe $100,000, maybe more. How much would you pay to get 1,000 new subscribers per month, per week, or even per day? So you can see why people are paying us $13,000 and sometimes more to help them set this up. Heck, let's say I can only get you to $5,000 subscribers. That might be worth $5,000 a month. You can see why even at $5,000, this would be a good deal. But I'm not going to charge you $5,000. So the price is $997 for the general public. But because you took action, you showed up on this webinar, and you stayed on till the very end, I'm going to allow you to get started today for just $497. Now, let me tell you real quick. $497 was the amount I was set to charge, and it is well worth it, as you can see. But I decided to do one step further because I love my MOB members, and I'm going to allow you to get started now for just $297. So if you go to myonlinebusiness.com/special, and I'll go ahead and put that in the chat box for you, so you have that link, you can go ahead and secure one of those spots. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat box real quick. Okay, cool. All right, so, and just so you know, we're going to limit this to 50 members, so I can work more hands-on with you, okay? So that is that. So myonlinebusiness.com/special. I'm also going to give you a third bonus, and it's called Behind the Curtain, building a 100,000 person list. It's a $997 value. I'm only going to give this to 10 people, the first 10 people that sign up. This is something I'm about to begin creating, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be an over-the-shoulder case study as I build a list of 100,000 people in 30 days or less. I'm going to keep this bonus limited to 10 people since I'm actually going to be selling this program for $997 later this year. Now, you have two choices. First option is you do nothing and you don't take this leap of faith, which, as you're about to see, it's 100% risk-free. The second option is that you invest this small amount today compared to all the value you'll get in return, and you just give it a shot. If it works, great, then awesome. If not, just ask for your money back. I don't want your money unless it works, and you will get it and we'll still be friends. Now, let me give you my crazy guarantee. So my crazy guarantee is if you show me you've given this a real shot and you don't have a list in the first 30 days, I will have someone from my team personally get on the phone with you to work on your business until you see success. Also want to make a 30-day guarantee for you. Sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes from now, just let me know and we'll give you your money back. That's a 30-day guarantee and the program's only 28 days. So you essentially have the option to go through the entire program. And if you loved it, awesome. If you didn't, shoot me an email, refund, we'll all be good. So the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on this live event, it will pay for itself 10 times over in the next 30 days. I mean, think about it. Think about if you were to open up a restaurant, right? Starting your own brick and mortar business can take 3 to 5 years to get back your initial investment. With this, you could get 10 times or more back just from a very small list. Now, real quick, I do want to check on my phone and see how many spots have been taken of the 50, just so you guys know. Let's see here. We've got 28 spots are taken so far, and we got 22 spots left. Let's keep going here. So I want to give you a story which I call the tale of two people. There's Timid Tommy. Now, Timid Tommy's looking for an excuse why this won't work for them. Now, I don't know if I can do this, and trying to figure out all these different reasons why this might not work, even though they realize if they just do 1% of what I showed, they will get 20 times their money back or more per month. But they're making up reasons like, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, and I'm really hoping that you are not Timid Tommy. Now, there's Brave Bob, and I really do hope that you're Brave Bob, because you're on the other side saying, man, I got to make this work for me. I don't know the exact path yet, but I have faith in Tim and that it's working for him and countless of other members. I need to implement this. And you realize that this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme, but a small investment in yourself which could potentially yield a large return. And because all the guarantees I gave you, there's really no risk at all. My mentor used to say you either have money or you have excuses. So let's go ahead and put the excuses to the side in 2016 and let me help you make some money. Now, I always try to massively over-deliver value, but this is probably the most insane value I've ever put together. So let me go ahead and show you the page when you go to myonlinebusiness.com/special, what that looks like, just so you are familiar with the page. Pull it up real quick. All right, so when you land on myonlinebusiness.com/special, you'll see, yes, Tim, I want to get started with 28 days shortcut now. Get started now for just $297. It reminds you of everything you're going to get. And here's you enter your contact information. We do Visa or MasterCard. There's no prepaid cards. Those are a nightmare for our merchant account. And you'll see it's $297. There's no upsell. There's no nothing waiting for you around the corner. You'll be taken to a page where you'll sign up for all the different sessions. So that is myonlinebusiness.com/special. Now, if you have any issues with your order, email us at support@myonlinebusiness.com, and one of my beautiful support divas will be more than happy to help you with your order. Now, let's repeat real quick what you're getting for this insane value. You're going to get to work side by side with me over the next 28 days to build your list, which is a $4,997 value. You get access to me personally via emails, which is a $1,997 value. You get invitation to the 4-week workshop, $1,997 value. You get bonus Number one, the secret eighth workshop. I'm going to show you how to triple your profits by adding one thing. It's a $1,997 value. Bonus number two is the monetization mastery course, where I'm going to show you how I turn $1 into $6, and more importantly, how you can do it too. Bonus number three is behind the curtain of a 100,000 person list. I'm going to be shooting this over the next month or so, and you get access to this long before the rest of the world. I'm going to charge $1,000 for it. You get it for free. So the total value is $14,079. Now, I got another bonus for you. Bonus number four is never before seen training on how to increase your income by 300 to 500% without spending a dime. This is a $1,997 value. I did have a mini version of this training not too long ago, and people loved it. So I'm actually going to build out a full-blown training just for my 28-day shortcut members. Real quick, I see some people asking how many spots are left. Let me check on my phone real quick. Got 41 spots are taken, so we've got 9 left of the 50 spots. 9 left, okay? Now, if you didn't sign up immediately, I can only think of a few reasons. Reason number one is you don't think you can do this, which if you follow the steps, if you show up to the workshop and I give you a little bit of homework, you go do that, and it builds upon the day after day, and after the end of 28 days, you will have started building a list. If you stay with me, you can do this. Anybody can do this. I even mom-proofed this, which is I actually had my mom go through the 28 days, and she had built a list by the end of the 28 days, and she will be pushing 80 at the end of this year. So I believe if she can do this, you can do it. Reason number two might be you're nervous about setting all this up. And I get that. But that's why you've got access to me via email. You've got the My Online Business question and answer call, and you're going to be attending the workshops. Reason number three is you think it's too expensive. And, if that's the case, I get it. But most people for this value would be charging you thousands of dollars. So I really try to make it an irresistible deal for those who are super serious about getting started. Now, I want you to know something. I want you to know that I'm nothing special. I can't do sales. I've tried on the phone and I was awful, right? So I'm not that good at selling. I'm only decent on this webinar because I'm passionate about the 28-day shortcut program. And if I'm passionate about it, at least that comes through, hopefully, on this event. I'm also the least technical person on my whole team. It actually frustrates the hell out of a lot of my team because I'm so technically dense. I've spent 6 years of trial and error to discover these secrets that I'm going to just give you today for a small investment. Now, you can spend countless hours trying to do it the hard way, or you can just follow my lead and do it the easy way. Now, I want to give you something to think about, and I learned this the hard way. Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of loved ones in my life, and as sad as it has been, it's made me realize truly how precious our time on earth is. You can't ever get time back. But let's say you work a job, you're going to get another paycheck because, money replenishes, but time doesn't. So you could spend the next 6 years figuring this out like I did, or invest a little bit of money and save yourself, 5 years and 11 months compared to what I had to go through. So think about that if you're on the fence. Now, let's talk one more time now that I've added all the bonuses, what you're getting. You're getting to work side by side with me over the next 28 days to build your list. You get access to me personally via email, invitation to the 4-week workshop, lifetime access to the 28-day shortcut recordings. Bonus number one, you get a secret 8th workshop where I'm going to show you how to triple your profits. Bonus number two, the monetization mastery course, turning $1 into $6. Bonus number three, I'm going to give you the behind the curtain of where I'm going to build a 100,000 person list in 30 days. It's going to be nuts. I'm so excited about it. Bonus number four is the never before seen how to increase your income by 300 to 500% without spending a dime. So the total value is now $16,076. Now, for those of you who have joined the 28-day shortcut, I want you to say goodbye to your old life. because we're about to get serious about building you a real, sustainable online business. Now, one question I get is, Tim, what if I'm super serious about this, but I can't afford the $297? And the reason I bring this up is because I've been there before. And I like to tell this story because it's such a pivotal moment in my life, in that what changed me in my online business was the first time I ever went to a live event. Because I met guys that were just like me, just normal guys making incredible amounts of money. And so I went to this event in Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't even have enough money to stay in the hotel, so I actually slept in my car in downtown Atlanta. I highly do not recommend that you ever do that. But, it's because I wanted it bad. I was serious, right? And I met a very important mentor of mine, and it changed my whole business life. So I know some people are serious, but money can be an issue. I get that. So if you're one of those people who's serious about making this happen, but maybe $297 is just too much right now, I've made a special arrangement just because I love my online business members. So I've set you up with a 3-pay option where you can get started today for just $125. You can go to myonlinebusiness.com/split. Now, you'll then have 2 more payments of $125 every 30 days. So day 30 and day 60, for 3 total payments of $125. Now, if you notice, that ends up being $78 more overall, but that's to be fair to those who invested the full $297. But this gives you a bit of a break if you need it to be able to join, because I don't want to keep anyone that's serious about this out of the program. So let me show you real quick what that looks like. If you go to myonlinebusiness.com/split, let me go ahead and put that in the chat box real quick just so you have that. Let's see here. Here we go. Let me do that. Okay, so you get started now for just $125. You'll be billed 1 payment of $125 today, and you'll get 2 additional payments of $125 for the next 2 months. Okay, so that is the split pay option. Now, I get a question a lot is, if I take the split pay option, do I get everything that's included with the full pay? And the answer is yes. The only difference is that over time, you'll have paid $78 more than someone who paid in full today. But you do get complete access with the split pay, including the bonuses, etc. So let's go ahead and pick the $1,000 winner. So I need to look on my little GoToWebinar app to see who has the highest interest level, who's been paying attention, right? Who's the most interested in what I have to say? Let's see here. All right. Last week was Vernon. So this week we have Ruth Richardson. Ruth Richardson. Congratulations, Ruth. Everyone, congratulations, Ruth, for winning the $1,000. Ruth, please put your PayPal address in the chat, and realize that, everyone else, that what you learned today, if you take action, is worth far more than $1,000. Now, let me check also while I'm at it how many spots we have left before I start taking any questions about the program. We have 47 spots taken. We've got 3 spots left. All right, so we're getting down to the wire here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some questions for the next 30 minutes. And then when the 30 minutes is up, I'm going to hop off, and this offer will be done. So let me go ahead and start my little 30-minute countdown here. Go ahead and start that. All right. Put that to the side. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions real quick. And then any questions that you have, I'll answer for you, no problem. So frequently asked question number 1 is, what other expenses are necessary? And the answer is not many. But, since I've broken up the entire process into, let's see here, let me see. The only things you need, number 1 is you need an autoresponder service to save your email addresses and automate sending them. So I suggest the dollar trial at tryaweber.com. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat box as well. That's what I use 9 times out of 10 is Aweber. Tryaweber.com. Okay. And then also the only other expense that I incur, that I have to incur in this process is, let me see here, myleadpages.com. But you don't need that. You could actually just, build out your own squeeze page, or you can spend $5 like at Fiverr and get that that done there. So those are the two things that you would need. So that's frequently asked question number 1. So frequently asked question number 2 is, will we have homework to do after the classes? And the answer is yes, but since I've broken up the entire process into 8 different workshops, I've made it far less overwhelming. Now, I obviously can't build the list for you, so there will be some work between the workshops, but I've chunked it down for you to make it far easier for you to accomplish and gain momentum. Frequently asked question number 3 was, will you send us an invite to the workshop? So here's how it works. After you join on this event, you'll immediately be taken to a page where you can actually just sign up for all 8 events. Number 4 is, will we have to participate in both workshops each week? The answer is absolutely. So we'll have 2 workshops a week for 4 straight weeks, totaling 8 workshops. They're all different and they build on each other. So they're going to be Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Question number 5 is, when does it start and how do I get access? So it's not going to start this coming Monday, but the following Monday, so a little over a week from now. And let me show you actually how you access it real quick. It's actually just going to be located inside your My Online Business members area. You'll see here, it's on the second page, 28-day shortcut. So that's once you buy, this will be opened up for you inside your My Online Business members area. And you'll have instant access to that. So that is question number 5. Let's see how much time we got. We got right at under 27 minutes. All right. So question number 6, are there specific times you would work with us? Well, there are 8 workshops we'll be doing over the 4 weeks, and you can also send me an email at any time. Also, remember, since you're a My Online Business member, you have the Friday Q&A call that we do. So you can actually submit questions to support at myonlinebusiness.com, even if you can't make the Q&A call, and I'll actually answer them for you on there, and then you can just watch the recording. That's another way to get some interact, or you just show up to the Q&A call and I'll answer them live. Either way, I'll get the questions answered for you. Either you show up to the call or you just send us an email with your questions. Another question is, will I offer this in the future? I'm going to give you an honest answer is I'm not sure. And I don't want to say never because I know how valuable this is, but I don't have any current plans to offer this like in the ongoing future. Question number 8 is, can we pay this, with PayPal? And the answer is not at this time. We're working with PayPal to make this an option eventually, but not at this moment. So that's all the questions that are frequently asked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the chat log here, and if you already submitted a question, it's probably buried in like 5,000 other questions. So what I would suggest you do is, if you have a question about the program, that you re-enter it in right now because it's probably buried. Foss says, don't we have to have the money to buy the subscribers? Well, you don't buy the subscribers. You would purchase traffic. And you don't necessarily even have to purchase traffic. You could use free traffic methods. Billy, you said, I wonder why I buy traffic like month 1, month 2. Could it be done right after you make sales? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can go faster, but I was just giving sort of a uniform way to do it. Vino, what kind of startup budget would you suggest for starting out? Here's the thing: is do what you're comfortable with, and that doesn't put you in a bad financial position. Because it doesn't matter if you start at $50 a month. It's more about making the money, reinvesting, and continuing it to grow it. Nick says, where does the revenue come from? Is it selling affiliate products? Yes. John says, what are some other good traffic sources for non-internet marketing niche? One that I like is I'll enter it in the chat log here. For any non-internet marketing, this is a great place to look there. List.nextmark.com. Sarah, you said, will you ever teach free traffic? Absolutely, yes. We've actually been adding free traffic methods in the My Online Business members area. Maria says, I already started the 28 days training. What do I do to take action now? Do the homework after each session. That's how you do it. Vanu says, yes, Tim, but I'm still not sure on this $1 per subscriber thing, as in reality, who will be paying. So what that average is from being really cool to your list, providing value to your list, but also promoting affiliate products to your list. On average, the industry standard is that you would make $1 per subscriber. So if I have, let's say, 1,000 subscribers and I promote a few products every single month, I'm cool to my list. From promoting those products, on average, I should make about $1,000 a month. So that's where that number comes. Question is, how do I go sign up? You can either go to myonlinebusiness.com/special if you want to pay $297 one time, or if you need a break on the price, you can go to myonlinebusiness.com/split. That's $125, but that's going to be 3 pay, which will be a total of $375. So it's more, it's just broken up. Thank you, Eli. I appreciate the kind words. He says, Tim, I know you feel weird saying this, but please tell them, Tim, you give more content than what he asked for in return. I've never found more success than when I was with Tim in his master classes. This is the real deal from a member who, after 5 years, finally found success because of Tim and his teaching. Eli, that means the world to me, man. I really appreciate that. And hopefully that inspires other people to get involved. Welcome, Vera. Glenn asked, so us real broke people can still make this work? Yes. So the answer to this is, I never want you to spend money that you don't have. Like I'm not one of these people that's like, you gotta buy. Like, I like to sleep at night. But the truth is that anyone can start off with a very small budget and just grow it, right? Like maybe you're not at $500 a month, maybe you're at $50 a month, and so at the end of 12 months, instead of being at $5 million a year, you'd be at 10 times less, which could be $500,000 a year. I mean, it's really about getting started, doing what I tell you to do on the sessions, and then making progress and building upon it and having the commitment and consistency to continue to reinvest your profits into more traffic, because traffic really should be the investment, your main investment in your business. When I look at my expense sheet at the end of the month, and I do like my accounting once a week, when I look through it, my main expense is always traffic. It's like 80% of my business. And so, I practice what I preach, and that's what I would suggest for you to do. Billy says, okay, I was just thinking like if people refund or something. Yeah, I mean, the dollar per month per subscriber really factors in all of that. Yeah, Jamie, I see your question. Patricia said, what will I be giving away to get the person to sign up? There's a lot of different things. And that's one of the things we're going to cover in the sessions, is what exactly you should be giving away. You can get really crazy with it, or like I showed earlier, you could just simply, grab a cool resource that's out there and just share it with them. Peter, so if you purchase, what happens is you're going to go to a page that is then going to give you links to sign up for all 8 live sessions, okay? And then what's going to happen is you're going to show up for the first session, and then in the members area, in the 28-day shortcut members area, the day after we do the workshop, we're going to add the replay into your members area. So you're going to show up on a Monday, and then on Tuesday, the replay for you to be able to view will be in there on Tuesday. So you'll get immediate access inside the My Online Business members area, but obviously there's not going to be any content as far as the live workshops until we do our first one. And then we're going to be delivering you the bonuses over the 28-day process, because some of them I'm actually shooting over the next 28 days, and you're going to be the first people to ever see it. Darren, you said, what would it take to convince you to give everyone all of the bonuses? You said only the first 10 and first 20 on 2 of the 4. Is it possible to convince you to release it to the whole 50? Okay. It's an interesting question. Who here would like me to release the bonuses to anyone who purchases? I wasn't going to do this, but you asked, so it sounds like fair. I see yes, 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 me, yes, yes, I do. I would join in, would love the bonuses. Okay, yes. Okay, look, I got a lot of yeses. Okay, all right. I really wasn't going to do it, but I'll do it. Okay, so anybody that that buys from this event, I'm going to give you access to all the bonuses as they're released over the next 28 days. You asked, and you shall receive. I really wanted to do that, but if someone asks, I'm a sucker for that. So Raymond, you asked, why am I being ignored? Raymond, I haven't seen your question. If you don't mind entering it in the chat box, there's a lot of questions coming in, so I'm not ignoring it. I just haven't seen your question. Torrance's way to ask, dude. Yeah, great question. Everyone's a big fan of that. Okay, so let's check out the countdown timer real quick, though. I am going to keep to my word that we've got 17 and a half minutes to get to order. Let me go ahead and put the links back in real quick, just so you have them. If you haven't, anybody that orders on the live event, I will give you all the bonuses over the next 28 days. So myonlinebusiness.com/special. And Janet says, you're awesome, Tim. Just had to say it. Thanks, Janet. I appreciate it. And also myonlinebusiness.com/split if you want to do the split pay option, which is a little bit more expensive over time, but might give you a little break right now. So Don says, there you go again, the king of giving and overgiving. I appreciate it, buddy. No, Torrance, you know what? I look, I forgot to give away the $100 for someone that came on early. I got to go back and look. I'm going to see who got on first and give that to them, because that's a great question. Yes, Patricia, the bonuses will be included for those who do the split pay. Kadri, welcome. John, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You did. Vera said you were late. That's all right, Vera. You're going to make way more than $100 with what we're doing. Torrance, you didn't put me on the spot, buddy. I'll have to, at the end of this, I'll look and see who was the first attendee. You're welcome, Trevor. All right, we have any other questions? You're going to make it easy on me, I guess. See, we got a little less than 16 minutes. All right, let's see here. How will the attendee know he won? Well, I'll before we hop off here, I'll announce it. Darlene, welcome. You're welcome, Natalie. Patricia, welcome. I'm so glad that you've been on the webinar. You've enjoyed it. Eli, you're killing me. I love it, though. He said, Tim, I'm sorry to do this, but do they know that you stay until the very end of every training to make sure everyone's questions have been answered? Well, they do now that you brought it up. I appreciate that. I actually got that. I modeled it from someone who's a mentor of mine, who I just thought it was the most amazing thing that they literally would stay on and answer every single person's question. And it just seemed so different. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing that. So that's it. Ken, you said, do they have to be on Mondays? Yeah, we have it scheduled for Mondays, but if you can't make it, it's okay. All you need to do is just watch the replay on Tuesday or whenever it's convenient. And if you have any questions or something, you can just shoot me an email to the private email address you get of mine, and we'll work it out. I had actually the first time I did this, I had a lot of people that didn't even make any of the live calls that were successful. They just watched the replays, they did the homework I gave them, and then they corresponded with me if they needed to. And so I mean, it's great to be on the calls, but it's not really necessary as long as you consume the content, do the homework, and keep moving forward with it. Torrance says, I'm looking forward to being one of your biggest successes. I believe it, Torrance. I believe it. Thanks, Timothy. Appreciate it. Maria, you said, Tim, do I need to open an Aweber account? Yeah, you are going to need some autoresponder account. I think try aweber.com. It's $1 for the first 30 days. I use it. It has great deliverability. So I think it's like the least amount to get started. See you, Billy. Janet says, congrats, everyone. Your lives are about to change. Catch you on the My Online Business Session trainings, Tim. Bless you. I hope to see you on the Q&A call tomorrow. Don, you said you're split testing whiteboard. Yeah, I listen, Don. I have whiteboards like all over my office. It's not on screen. I'm actually as much as I do internet work, I actually like to do as much as possible off the computer. I don't want my eyes to like go bad at an early age, and so I'm like a whiteboard freak. It's crazy. Literally, like I would ask for whiteboard for Christmas. It's crazy. But I've got ones for testing. I've got ones for like my marketing schedule. I've got one for funnel ideas. I'm just, I'm crazy like that. So glad you took notes, Jamie. That's awesome. Yeah. So Don, it's true. You said you can keep your squeeze page topically current. I never thought of that. Yeah. So what I like to do is I like to take what's trending and use it on my squeeze pages because it's what people are interested in. Emmanuel, yes, you can use SendLane. Absolutely. Paul, you said I couldn't stay for more than 5 minutes, but I'm back. When is the replay? Hopefully, the recording actually works this time, and I can get your replay out this weekend. Timothy, I believe that you're going to be one of my success stories. You got a great name, first of all, so that's a start. Oh, cool. I didn't even know that. Dan, you're the man, buddy. Lead pages, if you go to myleadpages.com, they'll actually give you a 90 days of Aweber with an account. So I'll put that in there. That's cool. I didn't even know that. You guys are so smart. Let's see here. Glenn says, I might be having to do this on a cell phone while living in my car, but damn it, I'm going to make this work for me. Glenn, I would love to help you, man. And if we made that work, we'd have to do a story on you. But make sure you take care of yourself first. I would, I want you to be okay first. Torrance, it's not a stupid question. You asked, how do you put split tests on a whiteboard? Do you draw them? Well, yeah, what I really do is I'll like list them and like ideas for split tests, or I might write down a URL. I see that, I want to, they're doing this thing on their page. And so I want to try it out. And so that's how I put the split test. So I'm not a very good artist and I don't have very good penmanship. It's not the prettiest thing, but it gets it done. So we've got about 10 minutes left. So if you haven't joined, I haven't even looked at how many spots are left. We've got myonlinebusiness.com/special. If you want to do the $297 one-time payment, or if you want to split it up, you can go to myonlinebusiness.com /split, and you can do $125 payments 3 times. It's going to be a little bit more, $78 more, but you get a little break here initially. So I love it. Yeah, so great question. Tim, are you going to evaluate our squeeze page for optimization? Absolutely. So once you get your squeeze page up, you'll send it to me via email. I'll check it out. A lot of times I do like a video response if I can, and just make sure that your squeeze page is perfect. Yeah, Peter, for great question. You said for the lead magnet, instead of making my own, you said we grab what's trending from someone else. How does that actually happen? How does someone get the free offer delivered? So in your autoresponder, you tell, like in Aweber, you can say, okay, when someone opts in, I want to send them here, and you would just put the URL to wherever that free cool content is. See you, Sarah. 22 said, so mostly headlines that I'm testing. No, I'm testing everything. John, should you be worried that your purchase receipt welcome email hasn't shown up yet? No, not at all. John, it sometimes is a little bit delayed. John, did you land on the thank you page and sign up for all 8 sessions? Uh, Don, you said you use Click Magic to track details. Yeah, it is one of the tracking things I use. Absolutely. Torrance says it would have been nice to know about the lead pages deal a couple months ago. Okay, cool, John. Yeah, so first, most importantly, you are signed up. That's awesome. You will be getting an email. If you don't get your receipt for some odd reason, just shoot us an email at support@myonlinebusiness.com, and we'll get you your receipt out. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Pamela, thank you for the kind words. Looking forward to getting started with you. You are the best as well. It's all right, Timothy. You're welcome, Ed. All right, so we've got a little over 7 minutes left. The countdown has begun. I guess it actually started a while ago, didn't it? All right, let's see here. Vera, you are so excited. I'm so excited for you, and you will succeed. Listen, what you need to do, like I said, is show up to the workshops, do the homework I tell you to do, and it's not like an incredible amount of homework. You're not going back to like college here or anything. Do the homework. So then when you come up to the next session, what your homework did, we're going to build on. I'm going to give you more homework, and then it's almost like if you just do it and don't even pay attention to anything else. If you just did the things I tell you to do, at the end of the 28 days, you're going to have your squeeze page up. You're going to have your autoresponder series set up, your emails set up. You're going to know how to communicate with your list. You're going to know how to be an authority with your list, and you're going to be like a pro by the end of these 28 days. John, the training starts not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. So not this Monday, but the following Monday. Torrance says your BuzzSumo method works so well. I'm already getting subscribers. Torrance, thumbs up for taking action, buddy. You're interested to know how to monetize that. Well, that's one of the things we're going to cover in the 28-day shortcut is, okay, now that you have a subscriber, how do we make money with these subscribers? But in a way that's, in exchange of value, right? Like we're giving value to our subscribers in exchange. They're giving us money. Jamie says this feels like college, except I finally have a competent teacher without a skewed view of reality. I actually feel like I'm getting real value from him for my money. It's funny you say that because actually one of the main kind of motivations, if you will, behind my online business is because I see how just awful the education system is, and I'm not going to get on my high horse here, but I really want to be able to create something where people have an alternative to what's out there and can be educate themselves on how to build their own business, and so that's a big motivator of mine. Nathaniel, yeah, if you will send an email to support at my online business, we'll get you the link. Hey Raymond, I didn't see your question. Audrey, I'll have to double check that after um, the webinar, but I don't think that's the case. All right, we got a little over 4 minutes to go here. Torrance says, I never did well in school. Wanted to learn lots of cool stuff, but the teacher keeps saying we need to follow curriculum. Yeah, don't get me started on that, but I feel you for sure. So glad you're ready for the journey, Fa. All right, we got less than 4 minutes. If you haven't joined already, myonlinebusiness.com/special. You got $297 one time. Remember all the things you're getting. I get over $16,000 worth of value. If you go to myonlinebusiness.com/special, you'll see everything that's on there. You should come join me. I would love it. Yeah, Raymond, that's fine. You can get with Donnie for sure. Charles, you said, so how much do you estimate we should invest to make a six-figure business? Well, let me just be blunt and honest. I can't make like any exact figures because it's literally illegal for me to do that. But if you looked at the example that I used today, that was investing $5,000, and even if you were 1% as successful, you would be making $4,000 a month, right? So if you were like 2% as successful, that would basically be a six-figure a year business. So it's not, you don't have to spend an incredible amount of money if you have the discipline to continue to reinvest your profits and use what we call the OPM, the other people's money, which is really your profits, and scale up your traffic. Welcome, John. Glad to have you. Torrance, you said how many? Well, there's 8 of them you got to sign up for. Thank you, Vera. I appreciate the kind words. Said thank you for your empowerment, for your teaching, and for making me successful. We're just getting started, so. Tim, how long is each session in the workshop? Usually about 1 to 2 hours. Thanks, John. Have a great one. All right, let's see how much time we got left. Oh, 1 minute and 45 seconds. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Let's see. This is who's on the fence. That's the question. Who's going to be joining me? If you're still here and you decided to join tonight, will you put a big yes in the chat box? I just want to see who all is going to join me on this journey over the next 28 days. Torrance, Eli, awesome. Jamie, Vera, yes. Fi, Adriana, Maria, yes. Timothy, yes. Don, yes. Charles. John asked, I only see the workshops. Where will the bonuses be? So you'll be getting them over the next 28 days. Some of them I'm actually still building out. Like the 8th workshop, you got access to already. We haven't done it. We'll do it at the very end. And then the monetization mastery course. So I'm giving that to everyone. I'm going to give that to you here in the next couple of weeks. And then over the next 28 days, I'm actually shooting the behind the curtain of 100,000 person list. I'm going to watch myself and record myself building a list over the next 30 days. And that's that. And then the last one is how to increase your business by 300 to 500% without spending a dime. What we'll probably do for that one is we'll just do like a 9th workshop. And so I'll give you in your members area access to that, because I'd rather just do an entirely different workshop just for that, because it's a whole different concept. So all right. So Patricia, you said I'm trying to sign up, but I'm getting an error message. If you're getting an error message, just shoot us an email to support at My Online Business, and we'll get you squared away. Time is up. Okay, also, one other thing I wanted to bring to your attention, if you're still here, is, if you're still on the fence, and I see a lot of you are in, but if you're still on the fence, If you have a specific question I didn't answer, or you want more detail, or maybe if you really want to join, but you have some special circumstance, like I need to talk to my spouse first, I get it. We've got Donnie on standby. You can call him at 1-888-611-9182. Donnie, he's on our power calls Monday through Thursday, is an integral part of our team, and he really works with people that are serious, but may have whatever circumstance that we can help with. Because here's my goal. Like I said, my goal is, if you're serious about this and you're committed and you show up, then I want to work with you. So I don't want some circumstances to hold you back. So if that is something that sounds like you, or if you're still on the fence, like I said, if you have a specific question, go ahead and call Donnie. If he doesn't answer, it's probably because he's on the phone with someone else. Just leave him a voicemail and he will call you back. Just leave him your name and your number, and he will definitely call you back. So definitely call Donnie at 1-888-611-9182 if you've got any additional questions that I did not answer this evening. So that's it. Time is up, and we're awesome. Okay, guys. I will put I'll put it in the chat, Donnie's number. Absolutely. Let's see here. Let me enter that into the chat. That is his number. Yes, giveaway time. Thank you for reminding me. I love it. Let me see who the first one. No worries, Audrey. Let me see who the first one that was signed up here. It's going to take me just a second, but I am a man of my word here. Let's see here. All right. So the winner of the $100 is, and I'm sorry if I say this wrong, but it's Jamie Narvez. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Awesome. Jamie, you are the big winner. So put your PayPal address in the chat box, and we'll get you taken care of. Awesome. Congratulations. Sorry, I meant to do that before and forgot to. So awesome. Okay, guys. So I'm going to hop off here, let everybody get to the rest of their day. myonlinebusiness.com/special. I'll put it in the chat box one more time. If you want a spot, I would suggest that you do that right now. So that's going to be myonlinebusiness.com/special. And we've got, let's see here, myonlinebusiness.com/split. If you want the 3-pay option at $125 times 3 times. So that's it. All right, guys. Everyone have a great one. And hopefully I'll see some of you at the Q&A call. All right, guys. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you soon.